welcome. I'm not going to chat on too much. I fished here yesterday, first time ever. Took a few hours to get some bites, and between 5 o'clock and 8 o'clock I had 4 bream, lovely sized bream, beautiful colours, and I'll put those photographs on for you to see. I opted to fish the specimen rods so I can relax basically. Sometimes when we sat on the seat box, get the tip rods out and all the rest of it, you forget to take in the surroundings and wildlife and everything, and taking a step back and going on the specimen rods, get to relax. You have to watch, like this fella here, this little robin, who's enjoying all the maggots. Aren't you, mate? He really is. So, what I've done, not the last session, which was yesterday, the one the week before when I fished with Nick. Obviously, when I put the specimen rods out, I'm not fishing for carp, I'm fishing for bream, tench, big loads. In this situation, I can experiment between 2 rods to see what's working, what's not working, what's working. And each venue is tailored to its own needs. So I fished a venue last year which I fished maybe 10 months prior for 30 hours, and I had roughly around about 30 fish, all bream, and every single one was a female. They were a little bit bigger, and the reason they were a little bit bigger, not massive, but bigger than the stamp the 10 months previous or whatever, or the 9 months previous. And that's because I went down the lines of, I like fishing hybrid feeders, Group X8 ones, and I started fishing them in line, that's the one, and putting 6mm wafters on size 16 Group QM1 hooks, and it's been perfect fine, but we're just getting a lot of smaller skimmer. That aim is fishing 10mm baits and 6mm baits, but mainly 10mm baits, and the fish size improves. But on here, I come on last night and very tentative bites, and they were dropping the 10mm a lot, and I don't think there's any problems in here with being mucked around by skimmer or small fish. So you can drop the bait size down. So I've opted on this one to fish the 6mm on a 28 gram. Fishing more than 28 gram, spooking the fish. On this one, I've just got the first inquiry on it. Is straightforward. Helicopter rig. So 30 gram grip mesh feeder. I have a 3-inch hook link here on a helicopter setup, just spin right round, which is just 2 push stops, a little adapter. I've got hair rigged kebab style, just a single worm for the start, and a size 16 strong hook, and chop some worms up, put them into the feeder with a little bit of ground bait and putting it out. I just had the first inquiry on it, so that's good. I've chopped some worm up with some chopped up maggots as well, and just pack the feed and put those like sandwiches in between, just a little bit, a little dollop like that, put them up. Bit of a wet nick, break up really quick. What I'm using are £1.25 test curve rods, 0.2 line. These are old Drennan specialists, and the reels are the trusty Shimano 510. got a marker on the opposite side. I'm scared of duck. And on this one, like I said, just grew feeder, 4-inch hook link, size 16 hook and 6mm washer. I've just got my own little pellet mix which I do. Sort of like a strange dry mix which is active. And just cap it with a little bit of background bait to get a cloud going. Left some bait out for my little friend. There he is. Must have seen me put them in the bowl for him. Go on, roll yours. I've only got one maggot. You get more than that. A bit wriggly for you. Go on, get another one. Good luck. Oh, he brought some flies. Big fly in his mouth. Got a bit of fly in his mouth and some maggots. Must have some babies. Definitely. That was a definite bite. You see, I'm using slack lines. Okay, semi-slack lines. You'll see there's a bit of a bow going in the line. I'm only fishing in close to 5 foot water. Something like 4.5 to 5 foot water. I think there's a little bit about 5'3" in the middle there, but I'm not gone right down that central track. And I want that line to lay on the bottom a little bit, so that's why we're fishing on semi-slack lines. Also, I'm fishing really old school action rods. These are German specialists from the early 1980s. 1 1/4 test curve. I'm fishing them because the fun on catching bream on these is amazing. There's loads of giving them. They're not really players rods, you know. But you can see that there's a bit of a bend going on. They're not ultra stiff. When you get any liners or anything like that, the first thing you'll see is the end of the rod just digging away like that, or bending. So before you even get a registration on the alarm or the bobbin, the first thing you'll see is the rod go. Which I like. Keep an eye on them, I'm going for a quick fact. start. Made a bit of a schoolboy error there, so chucked a bit of cheapy loaf. Believe it or not, this cheapy loaf's about 2 or 3 weeks old now. It's the shit that they put in it, stops it going mouldy. 20 odd pence. So made a bit of a schoolboy error. I couldn't be arsed going getting some fish mealy ground bait or breadfruit sort of coming on with this darky, sort of like bloodwormy, sort of castery sort of stuff. Felt like I needed to put up, at least try a little bit of bread. So mashed some bread up, soaked it in the landing net. A couple of handfuls of corn in here, mashed it up. Some of the bits and bobs from the whip. I made some slop. That breaks up beautifully. These little ducks are pure entertainment. Little ones. Loads of corn in that. Look at that. They got no wings. Yeah. I'm moving.
You're moving, are you?
I'm moving. I can't catch fish on this peg. Well, I've decided to move a swim. I fished that swim that I was on earlier, yesterday, and it started to produce around about 5 o'clock last night. It's now 3 o'clock. The gentleman who was on this swim was fishing the same swim as Steve. Steve was fishing yesterday, and Steve was doing reasonably alright on here through the daytime, and Steve left and I didn't move yesterday. So Steve had left me with a little bit of hemp and some corn last night, which I put a little bit in. But what I did is, before I went home, I actually got the catapult and I levered this whole area with that little bit of corn and hemp, which wasn't a hell of a lot. I'll put it in the area. And what's good about this area, it's the most comfortable peg here on this venue. So it, you know, with overhanging trees, there's none in the way or anything like that. It's the widest peg, and it makes sense. It's the peg that most people will choose if they come down here, which will be like the #1 peg. So when I came on yesterday, when I seen the pegs further up here, they weren't accessible really with the rods that I had to actually fish them sensibly without actually hacking into the trees. So I opted to fish on the next peg up, which is the one that I was on. But as the days progressed, the gentleman who was fishing on this peg, I think he had some 3 fish. There was a guy down there on free fishing. I've been watching the fish today, and there's a shoal shoaled up to the left further down with the other gentleman who's fishing. I think his name's Mark. And then I could see the fish were shoaled up here in the right, and I only had a couple of liners, but it didn't feel like there were fish settling on the area. So this seems wider, more comfortable. I just feel like this is the #1, this is the spot I wanted to get on, and I couldn't get on it, but now I can, so I've come on it. It's a little bit late in the day, but fingers crossed it'll produce. So we'll get on with it, and we'll see if we can actually get a fish out of it. The only thing I've got to worry about in this area, it seems to be the area where the ducks are hanging about, and we've got a good chance of them going straight over my line like that one's just done, because they're only after one thing at this time of the year: nookie. There's one sat right on top of my line at the moment. Bugger off. One girl duck and about 7 buddy boys. Proper tart. Anyway, let's get it sorted. It's not been too good. Got my hopes up, I think. I think I made a mistake. I know what the mistake might have been, but never mind. You live and learn, don't you? So usually when I make up my mix, pellet mix, anyway, it says 11 minutes, 12 minutes, but that was on the last chuck on the method, and I went to 35 minutes, and I went, you know what, that's long enough to leave it in. So the other one's been in God knows how long, and I did 2 47 minute chucks earlier. It's a long time, that. But the worst thing is there's no liners or anything, so I don't particularly think it's the bait. I actually was thinking of it. I think it's something else. Like the fish just ate in front of me. I keep looking down there. There's no signs on top. I think there's fish here earlier, because the geezer who was on this peg was catching. Well, he caught some. I think he caught 3, and the guy further down was catching. But when I was looking at their areas earlier, there was actually fish in the area. I could see them. And to make it worse, I just seen them in the area I was fishing earlier. There's 2 fish just surfaced, so there's a pile of fish in the area. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this method feeder in, right? I'm going to cast back into my area with it just to see, because there's fish there now. And I'm going like, for fuck's sake. Oh Christ. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, so put the phone down. I'm going to have a re-chuck over there. I'm going to give it a short chuck. Bloody ducks, there's loads of them here. A lot of ducks just come in, right? Too close to the ducklings. So the female ducks just attacked one of the ducklings. A mother is chasing the rest of them off. I'm going to chase them off for her because they're a pain in the arse. Yeah, because they're after one female mallard. I'm going to get rid of it because it's doing me head in. Well, re-chucking into my other swim has paid off. Ten to 6. Right, so I can eliminate. I think the pellets are alright. Yeah, it's a bream. What a cane foot. They actually fight back, the bream here. I think it's a bream anyway. Yeah, it's a bream. Oh, thank God for that. I thought it was going to blank. Oh. Wait a minute. I'm going to put it on the mat. Right, let's just unhook it. Beautiful colour of the bream here. Not got the best looking mouths though. Right, hooked safely out. Nice and easy. Just get this feeder out of the way. There's some weight to that. Deceptively heavy, small, but it's got some weight to it. It's a really nice fish. Really nice, good condition. Apart from its funny shaped mouth. Right, I'm going to put her back. Not using a keep net today, I'm just going to release them. There she goes. Yeah, little love. I'll just recover. There she goes. Jesus, so casting in a fresh zone seemed to work. So it's straight back out on the same spot. Ooh. Oh, Jesus. There's mummy duck, just keeping an eye on her little babies. Don't know where daddy duck, well it could be any of them, because a daddy duck, it could be about 6 or 7 actually, 6 or 7 different daddies. Babies. They're having a free-for-all at the moment, they're loving a pellet. Bloody drop back. Bloody net's on the wrong side. That's a nice fish. That's how bloody ones with ugly mouths, I guess. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 calm down. Beautiful. Let's get it back. A bit of spawning damage on that one. Just coming to life now. Well, I'm gonna start losing likes. I'm gonna have to just say thank you so much to all those people who comment or subscribe, who take the time to watch the films. You never know what's gonna happen at any point on the filming, when I'm filming, or what's gonna happen. There's no hidden agendas, there's no promotions or anything like that. Although MIDI, I need a new handle. It's beginning to wear out. I've had this for donkey's years and it's still going and I love it, but I need a new one because it's beginning to wear out here, but not because it's faulty, it's because I use it a lot, a hell of a lot. Oh, and I stood on the extension because I got too excited. Anyway, I just want to say thank you to all those people who comment and subscribe, and made some really good friends over the years. Or the year and a half or whatever it is. Look, just carry on please subscribing and watching and commenting and having some fun, because that's what it's all about. And I'm gonna carry on watching and enjoy the films. So I'm gonna carry on fishing for a bit. I've got some lamps, so I'll pack up in the dark, make sure I don't leave anything behind, and catch you lot later. See you later, alligators.